So Pete, I've got a vSAN cluster and, I've been patching and doing some operations. How do I get the patches? How do I get the reboot, specifically that part of it, to go faster?
Yeah, so there's a couple of steps in this. One, make sure you're running the very latest version of vSAN. We've made some great improvements in regards to being able to make this reboot process so much faster. We've done that through a couple of interesting ways. One of them is that we now commit a lot of the logging data that sits in these sort of in-memory tables to a storage device, so that then when the host is rebooted, it can be replayed really quickly and get back up and running very quickly. The other feature that was introduced was the new ESXi suspend to memory functionality that is built within the quick boot capabilities within vSphere. So this is going to allow you to, for the purposes of updating hosts, you can enable this feature and it's not going to go through the full post process for the host. It's just going to simply do a reboot of the hypervisor itself, which avoids all the nonsense that you normally see and waiting for separate devices within a host in order to run through its firmware checks and memory checks and so forth. So those are the things that can really improve the reboot speeds. And then in addition to that, we've made some additional improvements within vSAN that will reduce the amount of data that needs to be resynchronized in the first place. So after it boots up, then there's less data that needs to be moved around and sort of updated.
Those durability components, I saw those and how they help speed the resyncs. That's really improved. When I did patching on our cluster recently, compared to when we did it a couple of years back, it seemed like it was 4 or 5 times faster. It felt really no different than even non-vSAN hosts and patching.
And that's really been one of the interesting things about the durability components, is that we've seen substantial improvements across the board in any of these conditions where you are restarting the host, because it's going to be fetching the data that was written to these durability components and just updating the discrete blocks instead of doing, a full RAID parity calculation and things of that nature. So that really updates that part quickly. So I think, the overall theme is, if you want faster host reboots, make sure you're running the very latest version of vSAN, and so that you can take advantage of these new features.
I like that. So to get faster patching, patch now. So
yeah.